everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another channel update. There are a few topics that I want to discuss, so I thought that instead of just saying these in the middle of games, I would just do a proper channel update. Things that I want to say is just first talk about the games that I want to play here, and then the second, which you can also see from the title, is streaming. So let's start with the games. Currently I've been playing two game series on my channel, so Final Fantasy games and Kingdom Hearts games. With Final Fantasy games, I have that idea of I want to play all the mainline Final Fantasy games starting from 7, and that is what I'm continuing to do. We are currently playing 8, and after I beat 8, which I just started it, so it's gonna take a while, after that I'm gonna move on to Final Fantasy 9. So that's coming up next with that one. With Kingdom Hearts, I'm still playing Kingdom Hearts 1, and I asked you guys about Chain of Memories. Should I play Chain of Memories next? And it turns out there's a pretty decent consensus between you guys that I should not miss Chain of Memories because it's important for the story. However, that particular game can be really frustrating to play because of how the battle mechanism works. Now, I actually checked from YouTube just a little snippet of the battle system, just that I know what it's about. Just like a minute long. I didn't want to watch too much because I didn't want to get spoiled in any way. So I watched, and I know it's some kind of a card system, and I have to say it does look like something that I might not like. But I think what I'm going to do is I am going to play Chain of Memories after I beat Kingdom Hearts 1, but I am not going to put myself the pressure of having to finish it. I am going to start the game. I'm gonna go into it open-mindedly. I'm gonna really try to learn it, but I am not gonna let it destroy the whole Kingdom Hearts franchise for me. So if at some point it gets annoying and I don't want to play it, then I'm gonna quit that playthrough and I'm gonna watch someone else's playthrough so that I get the full story. So I promise I'm not gonna move on to Kingdom Hearts 2 without having gone through the story somehow. But first and foremost, I'm gonna try to play it myself. Now there is one more item on the games list, and that is there are so many games that I want to play, and not only in this genre that I've been playing so far, so not only RPGs. There's a lot of I don't know how you would call them, action adventure, survival, shooter games that I want to play too. Because here's the thing, I am playing Final Fantasy games right now. I am playing Kingdom Hearts games right now. If I just keep playing 2 games at a time, it's gonna take me years until I get to these other games. So I thought I might add a 3rd game to the mix, which would be from this other genre. Just to give a little bit of extra something to this channel so that it's not just Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts, because it can get a little bit overwhelming having only Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts on my channel continuously for, I mean, these are big franchises with insane amount of games. If I only play these 2 series on my channel, I don't get to play any other games for years. So that's why I've been thinking that every now and then I would maybe want to have a 3rd game here, and that would be from this other genre. Now, as for which game I would like to start with, I've been doing some thinking and I've had a few options, but I think the one that I would want to start with would be Last of Us. And there's a reason for it. I've never played a shooting game before. I've never played a scary game before. I don't handle scary things that well. In order for me to go that far beyond my comfort zone, I would want to have a game that would have some kind of familiarity to me. And The Last of Us has that because I know what to expect from the game. I know the story. My boyfriend played it last year, and he played it on our living room with our big screen TV, and it was loud, so I was kind of forced to see him play that, and I got really hooked on the story, and I ended up watching some of it, mostly cutscenes only, so I know the story, so it's not going to be a blind playthrough, but it is going to be a first playthrough. I've never touched a game like that in my life, and what I really want to know is, would that be something that you guys would want to watch? Me play my first ever game on that kind of a genre. That's not like an RPG. Now, this would not take away anything from, my screens went dead. Okay, that's okay. This would not take anything away from Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts. I'm still going to be playing through those. No worries. It's just, I would just enjoy having some other games as well, not just doing Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts for years and years and years, which I'm gonna do anyways, but now I would just have something extra on the side as well. The next topic, the streaming. This is actually something that, when I first started this channel, I did have that in the back of my mind as a possibility for the future. I was thinking not now, but maybe somewhere along the line I could maybe think about it. And then one of you guys actually, this was a while back, one of you guys asked me if I would be open to streaming, and I said no. But then, as I started to think about Final Fantasy games and how I've said that I want to play all the mainline Final Fantasy games starting from 7, I started to think about Final Fantasy 10. Now, obviously, I've played 10 before, but I haven't played 10 too. I've started it, but I've played only like a few hours, so that doesn't really count. So I want to play that, but playing 10 too without having played 10 for you guys seems kind of weird. And I don't really want to play 10 on my channel because it's not a blind playthrough. I've played it before. It's not even a first playthrough. I've played it before. I've played it multiple times. So I thought maybe with a game like Final Fantasy X, streaming might be fun, because that way we could get a new twist for that, because that would be something that you guys could be involved in. You guys could tell me all the extra stuff that I've missed on my previous playthroughs. So on the stream, we could be playing games more together, you know? So it's something that I was thinking about, and then I just started to think about games in general. There are definitely a lot of games. I think most of the games that I want to play do fall into the category of I want to play this on my own with no outside input, and I want to be alone and focus on this and then share that experience with you guys, which is exactly what I've been doing on my YouTube channel. There's a lot of games that I want to play like that. But then I thought, there are a lot of games that I want to play that I don't necessarily want to play on my YouTube channel, but those could be games that I could stream, you know? So my question here is, I am not promising anything, just let's make that clear, but I am curious as to, would you guys like that? Would you guys like that I streamed? That would be on Twitch. I've never used Twitch. I don't know anything about it. I mean, I've watched other playthroughs on Twitch, but I've never kind of used it. Anyway, so yeah. Let me know. Would you guys like to watch me stream some games? Like games that I've played before, or some other games that I don't really need to play completely blindly on my own, you know? But like I said, I'm not promising anything. My first and foremost priority is to fix my audio issues, which I think I have done, because I have now filmed 8 episodes successfully with no audio issues, and it just kind of seems like I fixed it. I still don't trust it fully, but I'm kind of hopeful because I haven't had audio issues in a week now, so that's awesome. So yeah, I think that's everything that I wanted to say. thank you so much for watching my video again, and thanks for all your support. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. If you're new, consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in a next video. Bye!